thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
This is Kevin. Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Now a look at the Stars starting lineup. Bean, he's in at point guard. Carson out there with Booker, and it's Peterson in at the small forward position.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Now here's Freak. For three, Okafor grabs the miss.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Here's Okafor. Jackson has the open look. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Picked by Okafor. On the wing, Jackson. Off the left rim and out.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Freak with it. He has five. Expanding his range. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Stars on defense. They trail by one. Outside Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet. But there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident. And that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And it's Freak missing.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Okafor dishes to Russell. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. The elites need to get off a shot. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Russell, 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. The Stars making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. He kicks it to Russell. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
The Stars making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. The Elites leading by 6. Now, Moutier. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Okafor. Not a lot of room. Baseline J on the way. And that's good for 2.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Now here's Freak. He's got 5. They set the pick. Will it go? And once again off the mark by the Stars.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Moutier with the basket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The Stars trail by 11. Pass to Freak from outside the arc. They grab their own miss.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. We talked a bit about the Rising Stars game, and Coach said it's been a blast. He said when you get a chance to see the work ethic and dedication of so many young players who have a bright future here in the league, you know that the NBA is going to be an incredible show in a couple of years. I really mean that. No doubt he did with the team he is leading, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And here's Moutier following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's Portis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And it's the Elites with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Freak from the low block. And he overshot that one, missing. The Stars trail by 9. There's the pass to Davenport. Here's Freak. The three-pointer, no good. And so, here are the Elites. Passes it to Portis. They double him with Freak. Pass to Portis. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Pushing it up. Here's Craig. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more. And it's a completely new group for the Elites.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the floor for the Stars. Bean in at point guard. Booker out there with Carson. And it's Davenport in at the 4 spot.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Stars.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it's Freak missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And it's Russell missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Freak. He's got 13. The Stars again missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And the dunk by Booker.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And so, here are the elites following the score by the Stars.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Davenport. Feeds it to Freak. From deep three-point range, elites with the rebound. And here's Jackson. He's got 5. Outside, Russell. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the elites.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for him. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And a wide-open look for Freak. Drains it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass. Bigs.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Stars was trying to get across in their huddle. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. He said the other key was going to be their ability to defend effectively in transition. He wants to seriously limit the fast break points allowed. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
No luck. Now the elites take it the other way. Picked by Okafor. Russell kicks to Jackson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Porzingis. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
And Russell gets it to go.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Jackson. Here's Freak. Misses the three. The Elites leading by 8. Outside Jackson, three-pointer. No luck. And it's the Stars the other way. Here's Peterson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Peterson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now the Elites with it. Russell high post. He's guarded by Booker. Offensive rebound. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And it's Freak missing.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Jackson misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Freak missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Okafor. Dishes to Towns. Kicks it to Russell. No good there off the double clutch. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first half. Elites lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.